All right, it now being 5 o'clock on September 24th, in Meeting Room 4, I'm going to open up the meeting of the North Carver Water District, posted in accordance with the provisions of Mass General Law, Chapter 38, Section 20B. It is being recorded by Area 58, and it will be posted as soon as they can get that up and running. Okay, we're gonna, public comment? Anyone? No? Okay, that was easy. All right, discussion and vote on bills payable. All right. One, two, okay. So the first one we have for a bill is $424.30. That's for Verizon New England.
Make a motion to accept.
I will second that.
Motion made, seconded, discussion. We still have 5 lines available on that circuit for the telephone. It looks like all of them are taken, but except for one. So there's one still phone line available, just to let everyone know. All right, motion been made and seconded. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, unanimous. All right, next one is for our secretary. It's for $75 for meeting minutes.
Make a motion.
Go ahead.
Make a motion.
I will second that.
Motion made, seconded, discussion. Thank you for doing a great job. I appreciate it very much. All those in favor say aye.
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 Aye, unanimous. All right, next one, Carver Phase 2 LLC for $5,208.48.
Make a motion.
Okay.
I will second.
We have a motion, second, discussion. Okay, here we go. So, did you ever get in touch with them? Because,
There's only email contact, so I emailed.
okay, so they haven't maintained that property like they're supposed to maintain it. So we need to have contact information to get them over there to do that. And tell them if they don't, in my opinion, we shouldn't be paying their bill. They need to maintain that, make it
I
look
think that's
nice.
part of their, I don't know. if
It is part of their contract to maintain it. They never fulfilled their agreement with it. They were supposed to put rocks down the whole thing. They put rocks down part of it, and I think they did wood chips the other part. Now we have stuff growing up all over the place in it, through the trees growing through it. Needs to look nice. I mean, it's coming off the highway. People are looking at that before they come off the highway. It should look neat and clean and orderly.
Do we have a copy of the contract
Yeah, it's at the, in the town hall here.
in the plan?
So, yeah. So. All right. Motion been made, seconded, discussed it. All those in favor say aye.
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 I'll say no because I want them to clean that up.
I
So-
agree, and I would say no, except I don't know what the contract says, and until we know that.
Okay. No, that's fine.
But I agree with you, because
Yeah.
I just drove by there just on Sunday, and it was.
Yeah, it's probably cutting back on the generation too, I'm sure.
Oh, well, I
Well,
mean,
there's
and
a lot
that's
of
hurting
missing
us.
panels there, for
In that
sure.
too, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So, it was 2-1 for that vote. Next one is Verizon New England, another one, so we must have missed a payment somewhere.
Are we sure we did?
Well, let's look at this date, 8/10/25, 8/10/25, to fiscal year 26.
We just approved one of these.
Right, so we just approved August, and this is for September, right? I'm gonna look at the wrong thing.
Balance forward. Yes, so we
So-
just approved the July and August bill was 424.30. The
And-
September to October bill is 430.30. So that we probably should approve before our next meeting, so it gets
Yeah.
paid on time.
Okay. All right, so that one's $430.30.
Make a motion.
That's for Verizon. We have a motion,
I will second that.
second. Further discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All right. That's that one. Next one, and I thought this one should have been with the other one, but Solera America. That bill is for $1,905.90.
Make a motion.
I will second that.
Motion made, seconded, discussion. Again, it's the same discussion I have. This is Solera America, so,
Is this the same parcel?
yes.
Part of it, yeah, different
Yes.
company, but yeah.
Yes. So we need to turn around and, again, if they don't maintain their part of it, then we need to hold them accountable. So,
I agree.
all those in favor say aye?
Aye.
Aye.
No. 2-1. All right, next one. MIA Property and Casualty. This is our liability insurance.
I thought we already paid this.
I did too, but it didn't get paid by the town. So we're now paying it again. Yeah, well, not again, but originally. It was
So
supposed
do we
to.
have to vote again on it? I mean,
We do.
Oh,
So they sent us a new invoice for it, so
all right.
this is,
Is there a late fee?
nope. They actually allowed us to have the 2% reduction too from it. So it's $28,668, no cents. So it's 2866800.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
Motion made, seconded, discussion. So I want to say is that it was my impression that we had already voted on this to pay it. All right? They never got payment from the town for it. So clearly there was some type of confusion or whatnot, but whatever it was, they sent me a message saying, hey, we haven't paid this. And I'm like, we did, but I'll take a look at it. And I said, just send me a new invoice. We'll do it at our meeting now and we'll take care of it. He said, okay, fine. So, all those in favor say aye?
Aye.
Aye. All right, next one is our engineering company, TATA, T-A-T-A, and Howard, Inc. Again, they're our engineering. It's for $2,257.27.
I'll make a motion.
You have a motion?
Second.
Second, discussion. So with this, instead of us paying lump sum for everything, he's sending us an invoice that'll cover the work that they're doing as we move along. So this price will get higher as we move along, but it actually is good for us because it saves us money in the long run for us. All right, so also, we'll be talking a little further about all the stuff that they want, the information, but it's going to take some time for us to calculate all that and get everything out. Any other further discussion for our
Can I just
engineer?
confirm the amount again, sorry?
Yeah, it's $2,257.27.
Thank you.
I'll make a motion.
We have a motion,
Second.
second. Any other discussion? I think I already did this deja vu, I'm sorry. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All right. 1, 2, 3. All right, you want to sign? And just initial the first page, just to cover ourselves.
Sign it, Ian.
No, just initial that page and then sign the next one. Thank you. Also with that, Tata and Howard, in order for them to get paid, they needed to submit their W-9. They did. I forwarded it off, but there's a copy in here for them too. All right. There's that one. All right, next on the list. Discussion and vote on the minutes.
I'll make a motion to accept the minutes as written for August 20th, 2025, North Carver Water District.
I will second that.
We have a motion, second, discussion. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Okay, that passed. All right, water operator report. We have Mr. Mullins here, just to give us an update on how he's doing, getting things running for us.
Slowly but surely. So right now, we have to do lead and copper sampling, which I've been working on. I wrote up some letters, sent out with the kits, dropped them off at the houses. Most people responded. A few were a little slow. What we found today to get one more than we need. We have 2 schools that we have to do. You have to actually do 2 samples in schools. So I had to drop those off, so hopefully tomorrow I'll pick all those up and those will go to the lab.
Is it daycare?
What's that?
The daycare?
The date, yeah, the one on Green Street, which
Okay.
I didn't know was there.
Yep.
I know the other one. I went over the consent order to make sure there's nothing else that I need to do. I don't know if there's anything that you are familiar with that I need to do. I think we've covered
Yeah.
everything for me, the rest is all in the engineering part.
Correct.
I sent them over the CDs that we had for the drawings to get the map. I sent them over some stuff for cross-connection control from the road that they actually take care of cross connections in the surveying. I had to give them some information for that. I signed us up for the lead service line inventory. I believe we got
Yeah.
the stuff for that, so we can, I don't know if we put that on the website so that people can actually go on and do it.
Crap, there's something on there. We have to add, there's a form. Middleborough has their form on there, but we need to add a form on our website that's specific to North Carver Water District.
Yeah, we just got signed up, so now.
Right, we're signed up
They put a
for it?
QR code that you
Yes,
can go on.
and it didn't
Right.
work. Yeah, initially.
Because it was Middleborough's.
Yeah.
But we are on there now, and I
Okay.
did a test run, and it went through.
Okay.
What else did I have? I did the Google Sheets calendar, I don't know if you got it?
No, well, we have to approve it before we really run it through that way, so, but we'll talk about that, and
All right.
can you,
That's pretty much it for that.
okay. Can you just explain the Google calendar?
That was something you asked me about doing, just so we can keep track of everything that we do and the due dates.
Right,
And I would assume we're gonna share it with Kim and Eric,
right.
so that we're all around the same
Oh.
page.
Yeah, so the idea here is that when we need to file paperwork with DEP or anything like that, that this is the date it's going to be filed on, then we start going back from there. We need to finish it on this date, to submit it in for this date. So there's a clear process with everything that's being done, and that we have access to it all the time.
Yeah, so you can update it.
Right, and it can be updated constantly. All right, so I think, thank you very much for doing that.
Since we're talking about it, I would like to make a motion to move item 16 up for the Google Calendar,
Okay,
and we can discuss it and vote on it now.
all right. Go ahead. Take-
Well,
You
don't
made a
we-
motion?
I made the motion.
Second.
Second. Discussion. Again, the Google Calendar, like we've already discussed here, that is, I want to make sure that anything that we do with the water district, that we're all part of, and we all vote for it. And I think this is a great addition, and a tool for us to use for the future of the North Carver Water District. So, all those in, anyone else, discussion?
Yeah, you probably just have to talk to IT as well, because it's going to be through probably our town addresses.
Right.
Okay. That's all I got.
I don't have a
Well-
town address still.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, unfortunately, yeah, they're kind of,
Are they slim?
huh?
Are they slim? There's nothing left?
There's
or-
no, yeah, I mean, yeah.
It's fine, no worries.
So, yeah, but anything, but you'll have access to it, I'll give you the link for it, so you'll all be able to get into it. All right?
Okay.
So,
It's through my email, so I don't know if you actually have to go through the town.
Yeah, I don't know if they need it for security purposes, that's all.
okay,
Because it's water.
all right.
And one other thing is I did that training yesterday that you had sent me for the National CRI.
Yeah,
And that's all about schools, which we don't have schools. We just have the early education ones. It's pretty much starting in 2027, they're gonna be doing, they're gonna drop the lead rule down to 10 parts per billion. And we have to do, instead of 2 samples, we have to do 5. There's more, our side is more schools. They're gonna be responsible for their own testing, basically.
yeah.
I gotta refresh myself again going through it, and I'll write up a summary for you, so for maybe the next meeting we can talk about it.
Sure, that's good.
But there is some stuff in there that we could probably, there's a smart water program that we could sign up for that helps, and it gives these people grant money
Yeah.
and stuff to do it, so.
Actually, I want to go water sampling, just to let you guys know. Small water systems used another company wherever, out in Western Mass. They didn't use anything around here. So we need to test our water. So I turned around and said, well, everyone uses the one up here in Middleborough.
Correct.
Analytical balance.
Analytical balance. So I talked to James and said, you know what, we'll just start a account with them because we never had one. So I did do that, let you guys know. I just set up an account. They've changed ownerships, so they were having a little conflict with how they put new customers into their system and everything. So a lot of things, changes for them, but that's where the water testing will come to. They'll do them there, and so we'll be having a bill. They'll invoice us like everyone else, and we'll have to pay those out too. So, yeah, just to let you guys know, we have to test our water. And like I said, it's closer, it saves us money if we send it out someplace different, so,
There's another place in Sandwich that I use too, is Envirotech.
yeah.
And they're pretty much, Envirotech's cheaper for the bacteria, but by the time you pay somebody to drive down there, comes.
Right. Exactly. So,
If you're doing a whole bunch of testing, it might be cheaper, but right now, we only have lead and copper.
Right.
Minerals take care of everything else.
right. All right.
So we have a motion on the table?
Oh, yeah. All those in favor say aye? Sorry.
Aye.
Aye. Thank you. Sorry. Apologize. I'm a little slow tonight. Next one, this is the great one here. Water rate increase. Public hearing date, we're looking at October 29th. I'm sorry, not October. What are we in? We're in September, October, October 29th. Oh, my God.
It's been a long day. It's been a
Yeah,
long-
telling me. So October 29th, it's got to be posted for a month. The law changed from 2 weeks to a month, so we have to do it for 30 days. So this will give us enough time for her to get it posted and get it in the newspaper. And then we have to send letters to everyone about that, the increase, but also we have to give them what the total price for each individual. For this water line, it's gonna be for a half inch or a 3/4 inch or a 1 inch, 2 inch, whatever it is. This is what it's going to be for the minimum rate,
And then steps.
and then the steps from that. All right, so you were gonna be working on that?
Yeah, I can get a total on it. You want the total, just a new form to show everything with the 25 cents?
Exactly, and also the, all of the fees also.
Okay.
That go with it, for the whole 25% all the way down the row for everything. That's what we discussed on that. And that's really it. So, do you guys want to vote on, or do you mind setting the date of October 29th for the water rate
We gotta
increase?
post it for a month, but we can get those out probably to the customers within probably 2 weeks.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was thinking that 2 weeks before the public hearing, we send everything out.
Okay.
So they know that they need to show up, and
Yeah, okay.
and then it's a public hearing, it's not a open meeting, it's a public hearing, so everyone gets to speak and have their say on it.
You'll get with Jill up and planning about posting.
I've already did with
Okay.
her, so she's I already have the posting ready to go for it.
She's, who does the mailings? It's not Jill, right?
Yeah, you can give it to Jill, and then she can get it up there
Okay.
to have it all mailed out to everyone.
And that's off our rates from 2019?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, we're limited of how much we can actually increase, so. So you guys want to vote on that October 29th?
Make a motion October 29th.
I will second that.
All those in favor say aye?
Aye.
All right. Discuss water rate increases are all set, 25%. You're going to get the numbers. I got to put check marks by these. All right, water bill issues. So I just got one this morning. One of the ratepayers received a late notice. She went ahead and put a check in the box out here, which she usually does, to drop it off, and never got cashed by a check, so it means we either never got it from there to in here or whatnot, but she ended up getting a $15 demand fee. So, and that's at 218 Plymouth Street. So, yeah, that's an issue. So,
I don't,
She, after hours, she dropped it off in the mailbox?
yeah,
so who checks the mailbox?
the town clerk usually goes out there, as far as I know. It could be anybody that has a key for it, so.
And it wasn't cashed?
Huh? It wasn't cashed, that's what she's saying, it was never cashed, so.
I don't think that she should be charged a late fee for dropping off the check, and then we drop the ball on our end.
But we don't know where the check went, all right? But no matter what, I mean, the other thing is, she's always paid up. She's never been late on a bill or anything like that. So the first thing I'd like to do is actually have this demand fee waived for 218 Plymouth Street.
I would second that.
We have a motion and a second.
I'll make a motion that we waive this fee.
All right, you make the motion,
Second?
second, discussion. Like I said, it's pretty self-explanatory. I don't think, this is where a policy with them upstairs to say, hey, all right, if somebody hasn't paid their bill, fine, we go ahead and send the demand out, says, hey, pay us, and the late fees go with that. But if somebody pays religiously and then all of a sudden, bang, something happens, whether it's their fault or our fault or whatever, I mean, we shouldn't be hitting them, so, with a demand fee, because they always pay. So this is where getting policies and procedures from that we create to get them upstairs so that they can actually give them the right
Right.
information. All right, so all those in favor of waiving this demand fee for 218 Plymouth Street?
Aye.
Aye. Okay,
$15.
$15. I'm going to use this as our official notice to them to waive the fee. All right, so, demand notices, does somebody want to go ahead and create a new policy? Because we have our policies here, and it's included in it for our fee schedules, and they don't pay. But we really don't have one that actually tells them if upstairs that, hey, you can waive the fee for this. So if someone would like to create a policy for the demand notices and water shutoff for non-payment, you can use this. There's plenty online too of local towns that have language, makes it easy.
Yeah, I can take a stab at that.
You can take care of that? Okay. So Kim's gonna take care of that and bring it to our next meeting. All right? It's Kim. Next one, cost for services passed on to users. So if somebody has a problem with their water, and we don't have a water department to respond to it, so Middleborough's been responding to ours. They go there and find out that there's really nothing from the street level, it's not their problem, and they find a problem on the town, on their property, that the district shouldn't cover that cost.
Yeah, it should be
All
like a
right.
municipal line, anything that's on your property is yours.
Right.
Yeah.
So, we had one, I think it was like $70-something that we had to pay Middleborough for it. I don't think we should be paying that, I think she,
I thought that was in our bylaws.
right? So, if somebody can come back with language for that, for our policies and procedures, and then we can work on that to be passed on, because, I mean, it may be in our bylaws, but it's really not being followed, and we need to follow that. And if we have this to bring that upstairs, let them know, hey, listen, if we get billed for services,
Yeah, it should be treated like a municipal water line, so
exactly. So,
they get from the town owns to the shut off. and then
Right.
From the shut off to the home.
Yes.
It's,
anything on their property, they have to deal with.
right.
I can look into that as
All
well
right.
as the other one.
Thank you. All right, discussion, Middleborough water agreement and town's interference. All right, so it's frustrating to me to have us having to get an agreement per DEP's requirement for us to get a agreement with Middleborough. And lo and behold, we now have the town having backroom politics here, doing their own agreement somewhere and interferes. So I know you were working on this and everything, and you need to get with our town council. I did talk to town council and said, hey, listen, this is wrong. I explained to him what was on the executive discussion with the select board upstairs, up there, that we didn't know about until months later, to get those minutes. So he's aware of it. I leave it all up to you now with it.
I did
to
leave him
deal-
a message. I told him he could text me too if he wants. I was just trying to follow up. I know the town of Middleborough is waiting on a meeting and some other stuff for water. But they're looking for a basic agreement, and I didn't know where we are with that. I didn't want to go to the TA in Middleborough. I know our council should probably work with that,
Yes,
'Cause they wanted-
and
because they can hash it out and just
Yeah.
back and forth and it's done.
he's, our town council said he will get with Middleborough's town council. Just an FYI, everyone. Side note, town council for Middleborough is the town council for Carver. So how is that a conflict of interest if you have the town of Carver town attorney going to negotiate a contract with the town of Middleborough with the same attorney? I don't know, who's going to win out of that battle there? How do you negotiate there? I don't know. But it is what it is. So if you could just bug as much as you can for it. He's had a couple of court cases, I do know, in Brockton and Plymouth Court. So
Okay.
I know he's been busy doing a couple of different things for his other ones, and we are a little man. All right, so there's really nothing going on with that. We need to deal with that, nip it in the bud. Discussion, meter read replacement, tie sales,
They're ready to go whenever, they just need a delivery and drop site
okay?
to be shipped.
So can you get with Jim so they can get delivered to us?
Yeah, because they can probably, there's probably room inside of, yeah.
So with that being said, are we doing the whole big bundle? Because I'll tell you what, we don't have enough money for that.
Well, I don't, that's why I don't, I didn't want to say, hey.
Okay, so I think we need to discuss that we only purchase a certain amount right now,
Okay.
okay? Just because we had discussed this, we already voted on more.
Yeah, I think it was, I want to say 66,000 for all of them, plus
Right.
a couple extra for each size.
Right, right.
That was it.
Right, so I think we should probably cut that down, because we're not gonna, we may get them now, but they won't be put in for a couple of years. And, because we know we're gonna do all of them at the same time.
Right.
So,
Do you want to just order some to keep on hand, or
Well, we need at least 10 changed ASAP because of issues.
Do you know what
so-
size? The ones that have to be replaced or no? Do
Okay.
you want me to get like 20 of the ones that we need?
Yeah.
Did Middleborough send you a list of what is needed?
Well, not only they sent us a list, but the people that are having problems with their meters.
Okay.
Too. So there's at least 6 that are having problems, and then there's some that are over 10 years old.
Residential
So,
meters?
Yeah,
Yeah, because a majority of them, probably 95% of them are residential meters.
right.
There's minimal, I think there was 18 of the offset,
Right.
the larger sizes.
Right. So
All right.
you want to do like 20,
Yeah, of those, I think it's 1 inch.
1 inch?
I think that's,
Yeah.
I got the list.
We do have a list with all the numbers of how
Yeah,
much.
and that's what I gave to Tie Sales, and I did a couple extra on each.
Okay.
So I can figure that out, 20.
All right.
And Jim, I need your contact,
Okay.
We need
phone number.
508,
Yeah.
982.
Yeah.
Next one is discuss engineering progress.
So there's no motion needed for the 20 because you already
Oh,
voted for a.
we already did, yeah, so it's less than what we got, so we'll just order up to then. All right, engineering progress. So sent him a message, said, hey, what's going on? How are we doing with everything? So he sent out a new request number 2 now. And then we had, that's the other thing, sorry.
That was me, so you got my number.
So we now have this new one with more information. And going through some of this information, I sent it to Jill. Jill looked at it, and she's still looking at it to find out what. I have the one that says request information number 2. So there's some easy stuff that's, we can turn around and send them stuff, but there's stuff in here that she has no idea where any of the paperwork is. And I'm looking at it and says, I've never seen these at the plant.
So you got all the plans and everything that you had at the plant, right, that were filed? I found a box and a half of plans back years.
Okay.
Like 90s.
Yeah,
Both boxes are in the permitting department.
okay,
Most of the stuff there is the newer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Plymouth Road expansion.
And Jill attached, I had her put in here some plans, what she
Right.
had on file, that's all she had
yeah,
in her office.
right,
So I said,
Yeah.
can you attach those
yeah.
things so we have them?
So,
But there's a box and a half at the permitting department. I don't want
Right.
to leave them down anyway.
all right, so I'll send an email to them to say we have more maps for them,
Yeah, I don't know what's in there for maps, but it's all the
or documents.
design, construction, permitting,
Okay,
but it's like 1990s,
all right,
so.
give them whatever they need, they'll send it back to us. So what I did do is I turned around and I called Small Water Systems, because they were supposed to be dealing with all this stuff.
They didn't.
So I told them, hey, listen, you guys were in charge, you guys gotta provide this information, I'm doing this as a public information request to
Right.
them, so they have 10 days to respond, just like anything else, they're a company for the town, and then they're gonna have to provide us all of this information. So unfortunately, like I said, yeah, we can't answer this, because we don't even have paperwork for it.
Right.
So, all right. One of the things I did do is I did send them a copy of the policies that we have, and anything online that's available to them. Also, the consent, not the consent orders, the contracts that we have in the state legislation, so they wanted that, so I'm sending that to them. I have it as 1 page to send off. For that, we'll find out what Small Water Systems gives us for information.
Okay.
To go through it and then figure out what we can go through. When I did go through this, I kind of cringed when I saw it. It was, they put down, like here it is. the chain of command. I loved when they did, I don't know if you saw that. It's Volume 2, Section 10. Yeah, I don't agree with the top one.
Probably, what if there's a water emergency?
Yeah, what is it?
No, this is just
A general chain of
general
command?
chain of command.
Yeah, I don't-
So I also disagree because
We're-
the top should be any, like, supervisor that we vote on to oversee things.
Well, no, I mean, the chain of command really is us, we're at the top.
right.
We're elected body, okay? Everything else falls underneath that. So, yeah. So we have to really look at what's here that they send us, that they're creating,
Right.
that we don't agree
Like, I
with. then
wouldn't
we can-
mind it if there's a dotted line that put the TA there, like that.
But it
Yeah,
should, I mean,
but-
we're gonna go into current conditions, and then we don't know about the future.
Right, we
Would
don't know,
change, like-
we can only do what we do now here. So,
Yeah, so it should be us and then Middleborough, because we're on their water, they wanna know if something happens, and then probably yourself.
yeah,
There's a-
his is on there, so we need to add Middleborough.
Yep,
All right,
Middleborough water.
all right,
That should probably be the first contact, like if there's a water main break.
right.
And then
Well,
notify.
they
us.
call me, to
Yeah,
be honest. Then we will call them, call Middleborough, so thank you very much, Middleborough, I appreciate it. So like I said, we just got this, so if you guys can go through, if you see anything that you can answer or whatnot, please send John a
Yep.
notice of it. Anything you can do, clean it up. I asked him to give me a list of what he doesn't have in the next week or two, so we can start really working to get this accomplished. We did, with that, the engineering company is going to be running a training program for the town, which is great. It's emergency training, it's for the police, fire, EMS, emergency management, our DPW, and us, if we want to come, James. So it's not open to the public, this is a training program for staff, so if we have a full membership there, we don't have to post an agenda because this is a training opportunity for it. But we'll post it anyways, just in case someone complains. But needless to say, it's October 22nd, it's 8 to 4. The engineering company will come in 30 minutes before, and they'll leave 30 minutes after for setup and takedown. Food will be provided.
Where's it gonna be held?
It's now, I got confirmation from the police chief, we'll hold it at the police department in their training room they have there for it. I asked the fire department, and I totally understand. They got their training they're doing, they got new firefighter training, so they couldn't do it, but they would have. So that's a positive thing that's going to get done. And I did contact DEP, let them know we were having this. They have to be notified 30 days in advance of us actually doing the training, so we did that. They sent, the engineering firm sent over a outline of what they're going to be teaching. Their operators are all certified to do these trainings, which helps out a lot. And it'll be the first time this town has ever had one in the many years of this water system. So this is a big step for us, and I felt the emails that I got from DEP were, even though we are not in compliance and that we're trying to get into compliance, I think they're a little happy, even though we're late on everything to get done, but no matter what. I think that's progress with that. Anything else? All right, moving on. Number 13, discussion on 11 Green Street, all right, the Roby's property and betterments. So we have two people here for 11 Green Street. As so that I said prior to the meeting, I said here to them is that we've posted 11 Green Street for months to have the town come in, please, and the select board, the town administrator and planner came here and they weren't ready to discuss it. So I'm happy that somebody's here to discuss 11 Green Street. All right, please, somebody introduce yourselves, or would you like to speak?
Sure, yes, absolutely. So my name is Amy Belmore. I'm the Executive Director of Habitat for Humanity of Greater Plymouth. I have with me Jim Driscoll, who's one of our construction supervisors. So Habitat acquired the property last week. So we now own 11 Green Street. You may or may not be aware, but it was quite a while in the making. And we're really happy now to be in possession of the property. And so as we now take our next steps, we wanted to get a better understanding or get clarity on where the existing water service is in Green Street. We know there isn't service to this property, an abandoned house, been abandoned for 15 years, but we're trying to get an understanding of where the main ends. The property directly across the street is on the real estate market with tap water on a listing, so just trying to get some clarity on where the system exists now, and then what our next steps would be to extend so that we can hook up. We've paid our betterment fee in the closing, over $17,000 from Habitat, and I know that the town covered another portion of that.
I can speak on that too, because I did get some information on it. So the main runs right through the front. It's on the opposite side of the road.
But it goes past the house?
Correct.
Okay,
So you can tie on.
okay.
We're gonna just have to cut a line in the road to run the service to the property itself.
Okay.
Who does the work on the road, us or?
That would be probably, I'm assuming it's gonna be Middleborough that would have to excavate it. Yeah, town of Middleborough, because it's their water.
Okay.
So,
But they gotta do a live tap also on the line, because there's no actual service that was put in for that property at the time when they did everything.
It was on a well.
Yeah, it was on a well that's contaminated. Yep.
so this is uncharted territory for us right now, because we are now asking Middleborough to put on another resident to the service line here, but it's not because the property is contaminated.
Oh, it is. It is
Their
contaminated.
well is contaminated?
Yes,
Oh,
the
yeah.
well was contaminated.
That one was?
Yes.
Okay. So you guys will have to cap the well that you have there.
I think it's already capped.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was in the basement, it
Long
was in the
ago.
basement of the house.
Yeah.
We're hearing that was capped.
Yeah.
Check into it though.
Okay, because,
Yeah, we'll check.
I mean, in order for us to hook up to Middleborough, DEP requires us to make sure that your well is capped.
Okay.
Do
So
you
it's-
need to come late? Does someone have to see that? Do we send photos? What does that process
I
look
think
like?
Kevin inspects them.
I think, yeah.
Health agent.
Health agent,
Okay.
to make sure.
You have to have something with DEP,
Right,
because I'm going through that in another one. If you abandon it and cap it, they have to have a form in their
Yeah, there's a
system
form to
that
fill
says
out.
it's done.
Yeah.
I think that's been done. We'll
Just
double
some-
check, but
If
I'm
you check
pretty
with
sure
them,
that's been
they'll
done.
probably
That's done
know.
prior to
Yeah.
us owning it.
Yeah, you call DEP, they'll let you know.
Okay.
There's a,
so, that being said, we have 11 Green Street. It's only discussion right now, because I didn't know that anyone was really gonna be here, so figured discuss
I
it.
just learned about, we saw it on
Yeah.
the agenda this morning, and this is all, we just literally closed on the property last.
That was one of the items you gave me
Wednesday,
last
so
month.
Yeah.
New to us.
So, for our next meeting, we're gonna have to put this on so they get water.
Absolutely.
We need to send a letter to Middleborough, all right, let them know. You'll need a plumber there, all right? And then, we gotta pay, you'll have to pay all, unfortunately, you guys have to pay all those costs.
For the excavation.
For them to bring the line in to the house for it, and the meter install for that.
Right.
So, there's, in the,
It's in the regs.
it's in the regs of how much,
Let me-
how much it all is, so,
So the betterment just gets you access to the main.
that's to get you hooked up to the water, not the actual cost to actually hook you up to the water. You have the availability to get into it. When the first line went in there, for history, that line went in, nobody had to really pay to hook up because it's new, and a lot of them were, the town paid to hook up because it was contaminated water or whatnot. So the town ended up doing that. Then, when the North Carver Water District came in to play, we now make the rules and not Town of Middleborough. So,
Okay.
Yeah, we'll find out I'll get some input from Middleborough.
yeah.
So, okay, so the starting point for talking with Middleborough is with you. You all talked to the town of Middleborough.
Yeah.
Right.
The permitting process is done through here.
Yeah, you guys got to pull a permit to get hooked up, but we have to discuss it with Middleborough first.
Right.
To make sure, all right, fine, because this is the first time we're really tapping into the lines.
And it's a
On
live
us.
tap. There's no actual stub there to tie in, and then they
Yeah.
turn the valve on. There's no valve.
So,
So we gotta put a corporation there.
Yeah, they gotta live tap it. So, new
I-
territory.
Bring it into the building, or do they just bring it to the lot line?
They'll bring it to the lot line?
And then we have to bring it in the building
Yes,
and put the meter in?
right.
And the fee is to bring it across the street and follow the meter also?
I don't know I think that the street's on us.
yeah,
That's on us. It's basically from your property line into the building itself. We'll do the street stuff
Okay.
Oh, you,
Yeah.
in terms of the cost as well?
on the street side.
On the street side, right.
Once it reaches your property, that's,
Understood.
yeah, they'll probably put a shut off at Hirsch,
right, but they have to pay the money to do that.
right on theirs, but I
Yeah.
believe we have to do the stuff on the street, if I'm correct.
But that, I think that's in,
I'll have to read through
when
it.
we have
I
a
can
new
read through it.
hookup, that price is usually included in it.
Yeah, well,
For a
it's
hookup.
kind of a gray area because usually there's a hub, a stub ready to tie in. So that's kind of where it's,
All right,
I'll read through them.
okay.
Would you like our contact information?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna write
Sure.
I'm gonna write his information on the back of my
Okay,
card,
that's
so you have both of
perfect.
us,
All right.
and then I will hand that to you.
Okay.
All right, Roby's property embedments, like I said, they paid a benefit. All right, these other businesses paid betterments for their property. So I got a phone call from a woman, and this is how much work it really frustrates me, is that you get a call, I'm at work, I don't answer my calls when I get my breaks, but she left a message, and it was all garbled. You could hear the first part, but the first part of her phone number, and then you get the last part of it, and she said it again, and it was driving in a car, and you go lose a signal or whatever. But I kind of managed to get the two numbers together, and then try to figure it out. The last one's a 3 for the area. And I was going through, well, which one could it be around here? Lo and behold, I ended up getting it and Googling the number. It comes up as a company out of Providence, Rhode Island, and they do seasons. They do gas stations and convenience stores and whatnot. So she never got back to me. I called, left the messages, trying to get this, what's going on, because I'm interested in North Carver commercial. And the bottom line here, it looks like they're maybe interested in the Roby's property. So, we'll see with that coming up the point, but they also paid a betterment, and if they want to build, they want to build, like these guys. All right, so if you guys hear anything about what's going on, please, this is gonna, if we don't get North Carver developed with businesses down there, it's just, we're gonna be in tough shape, financial-wise. All right, I just threw this on here again, just to let people know that in order to really get the plant up and running, it's about $5 million. We'd have to bond it out. The town doesn't have $5 million. That covers your grant writers to start on it, so we can try to get grants for it. But then the water tower, the engineering for that, and then the replacement of the infrastructure of the, anything else with it, and upgrades to the plant. That being said,
T&H, that report that T&H is doing, so should give us kind of a baseline where we gotta, what we're looking at, I think, right?
no, these are just, they're doing all the, really the paperwork, legwork of complying with DEP.
Are they gonna do anything with the,
So this is what I was getting to, is that sent me an email, and I think I sent it to you guys too, the response of how much it would cost to have their evaluation of the plant. And the prices for that were $45,000. So I guess the way they did this is they did a phasing. So the first phase is them getting in there, going through the whole plant, finding out what's wrong with it, all right? There, just to evaluate right there, and also to do the water treatment plant and the storage tank options. So that's what they would do here, and it was like $45,000. That's for the evaluation of the plant. Alternatives, if we want to stay with this, or we want to go to a chlorine-based system, and the options for the storage tank, where we could put it, how much we would need, and therefore. So it was $45,000. And then, once they finish all this, then they can work on whatever plan we go with. If we continue that one, fine, and assist in getting our plant up and running. So ultimately, $45,000. So thinking, in my opinion, with this is that we send it to the town and say, hey, we don't have the money. You guys got an extra $45,000 hanging around? Send it to us. So I'll send that letter up to them, say, hopefully find some more money. All right. Discussion and vote on a formal request to the town for half the funds from solar battery storage projects as was approved. So this one is, the town years ago went ahead and said that any of the solar projects that are done, that 50% of that money would go to the North Carver Water District for us to do our maintenance and everything, so the town wouldn't have to pay. It would really coming out of that. For some reason, it fell by the wayside for that, and we weren't receiving this, and we haven't been receiving it, and I think we should,
Is that all solar projects in town?
all solar projects, 50% of the money was supposed to come to the North Carver Water District, and this actually started from Joanna Layton of the RDA, that she had brought this up, why aren't you using that money? That money was supposed to go for this. And I'm like, it doesn't come to us in our budget. So I'd like to, like I said, I'll entertain a vote if you guys want to send a letter up to the town and say, hey, can you start sending us
I'll
money?
make a motion,
I will second that.
All right.
because we're already getting probably, from the other two projects, it's about 75%. We're getting a check, a live check back to our account, and that was verified by Karen. So what we write for checks, that's what I'm waiting to hear back on, like, why are we sending you a check for you to send us a check back?
Right.
Yeah, yeah. So, motion was made and seconded. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
So I'll turn around and write a nice letter to the Board of Selectmen and the Town Administrator saying, hey, can you get us this money? Discussion on policy changes. Did you guys go through the policies and procedures and see anything you want to change? Beside mine one for the billing aspect? No? All right. Again, go through it. We'll have to do some upgrades to it because it really doesn't meet what we really should
Yeah,
have
it's
in
gonna
there.
be updated.
All right. The Google account, we already did. All right. Member comments? Anything? So I did talk to a representative for the State House, and the special legislation that we put in for, or the town did, to get rid of our positions and incorporate as a select board or whatever. I don't know how the management of that was gonna be, but bottom line here is that it doesn't look like it's gonna get voted on until after the first of the year. So we have to be really careful on our funding, because I'll tell you what, we're probably gonna be broke by then. So it behooves us to be a little more financially sound on it, frugal to some extent, but we have to start getting more money from the residents, unfortunately. Which brings me up to budget. The budget process has begun. What I did is to turn around and say, hey, here you go, this is last year's budget. All right, you didn't approve that one, so you made your own budget and didn't tell us. So I says to them, I says, how about you guys send us what you think our budget should be? Hate to say it, this is bottom line here is, we asked for money, they didn't get us, we're not gonna have enough to cover us the year, all right, so, oh well, what do we do now? They put us into the position that we're in. So, that's what I did, and that's it. Anything else? Okay, any other people want to comment? All right, all those in favor, say aye to
Aye.
adjourn.
Gonna do next
Aye.
meeting.
Oh,
Yes.
you don't want to go to next meeting.
29th, right?
Public hearing
The
date.
20, the public hearing is the 29th.
Is it 5? Right,
Say that again?
5 PM?
Wait,
Six.
yeah, no, I think, I'm trying to think of what time I put on the notice.
I think that it was 6 PM.
6.
6?
So we can start at 5 and do the public hearing right at 6. So do some work before, middle, and then finish off.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes,
Would Green Street be on the agenda for that meeting
Yeah.
as well? Okay.
yeah. Like I said, and we'll have more information with Middleborough and everything too at that time. All right. Entertain a, I already did that. Entertain to adjourn? Sorry. Oh my God, I'm
I'll make
tired.
a motion to adjourn.
Second.
Motion made, seconded, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Sorry, I'm tired.
You're crashing.
Long day.
Tell.
I am.